5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, to the Kirby Wilbur Show. Have an interview now with Bud Rigelet, who is with Quarters for Kids. We've talked to Bud before. Quarters for Kids is a charity that works with kids and help kids throughout the region. He has a very special project that he's doing right now. They're collecting Beanie Babies, and Bud, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for allowing me to be here.
And by the way, thanks for what you do as well, with you're helping all these kids. Now, Beanie Babies. Why Beanie Babies?
Well, one day I saw a little kid carrying one around. It was all worn out and the bottom was falling out. And I talked to my wife, who's a counselor, and I says, why is this so important to these kids? She said, because there's so many times that these kids have nobody to talk to. They live in a car, or if they live on the street, or even if they live in a home and they have nothing. Something so small can be so valuable because it's their strength. They can talk to it. It just, there's something about it that resonates with these kids. And that's what started it. One day as a garage sale, and they picked up 60. And when we handed them out, the smiles I saw, I haven't stopped since.
Really? And even though they're not quite the thing they used to be, kids are still enjoying them and using them, and it's helping kids.
Oh, yes. Yes, we were at an event I was at an event last week. We gave 700 to kids on the east side of Tacoma that were going to school. And the weekend before that, me and Tony was at an event. We gave out 400.
That's
and
right.
These kids, we have every different selection from a pig to a spider to squids. And they pick the one, and you watch them, and they carry them around. And I don't think that it's a Beanie Baby. It's just the fact that it's something small that they carry around.
Something that's a creature, an animal, a person that they can relate to.
Yeah,
that's a
like a
friend,
pet.
if you will, or a pet.
Yeah.
Got it. By the way, Tony North. Tony, you're talking about Tony North of our IT department. Tony, how are you?
Doing good, Bud. Doing good,
No, I'm
Bud
Kirby.
and
That's
Kirby.
Yeah, all right. Let's get this straight.
That's right.
He's a good-looking one. Right?
That's right.
All right,
Always
now,
on you.
you are helping with this Beanie Baby collection and trying to collect Beanie Babies for the kids. Your chapter of HDI, which again is?
Seattle HDI.
What's HDI?
SeattleHDI.com is an association for technical support professionals in the Seattle area,
Okay.
where we get together 4 to 5 times a year discussing technical best practices. But we're a nonprofit, and so our charter is to also be helpful within our community, and that's what we do. We've found Bud and what he does with Quarters for Kids. It goes along with the programs that we support, which we do a lot of volunteer work for homeless. We do a lot of volunteering. Matter of fact, I've been a speaker for the North Shore YMCA and a basketball coach for kids for 8 years through that YMCA. And this year we're starting with the NYBA as well. Our goal is really ultimately not just best practices for businesses, but what can we do in helping our community.
And you've got an event coming up on September 26th,
That's
and you're collecting the baby beanies at this event. And anybody in the IT community is invited to attend.
That's right, and we have a raffle that we give every meeting, and in this example, we're going to give a extra raffle ticket. So somebody will get 2 raffle tickets if they bring a Beanie Baby, and then we raffle off different things like gift cards or matter of fact, I think we've even got Blitz coming this time to take pictures.
The Seahawk mascot.
The Seahawk, yeah.
You know what? The meeting is September 26th.
Yep.
Which is a week from.
Tomorrow, actually.
Yes, it is.
It is. Oh my gosh.
A week from tomorrow. It's Thursday, September 26th, at the Tap House Grill in Seattle.
In Seattle, that's right. We'll start at 4:30 and we'll end at 7:30. And our goal, like always, is we have a certain set of members in the Seattle area for the Seattle HDI, but we invite guests, people that may, be new here in town. But what we promote is learning from each other technically, but also how can we do things to help the community.
But you really want people to bring by some Beanie Babies.
We'd love
To
that.
help Bud with his drive, to help distribute these to the kids.
Absolutely.
We'll make sure this gets up on our Facebook page, by the way. But September 26th, the week from tomorrow, Tap House Grill, which is where?
It's right downtown Seattle. Matter of fact, it's right across from Nordstrom's off
okay,
of 6th.
I know exactly where it is.
Yep.
Right, the theater's right there.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
right.
Got it.
So
I know that place. All right, it's a good restaurant. 4:30, 7:30. If you're in the IT, if you want to get involved in Tony's organization, by all means, come by. But bring some Beanie Babies with you to help the drive. Now let's go back to Bud. But are you finding it easier to collect the Beanie Babies because they used to be such a hot item and a lot of people may have them and not be keen on them anymore? Or is that where a lot of these donations are coming from?
Well, yeah, we found that we buy a lot of them online because people have stored them thinking that they were valuable, that one might be worth 40,000 or 10,000, and we found that the values dropped on them as far as being a collector's item.
Okay.
But I think we like I said, we gave them out 3,000 in the last 6 weeks.
Wow.
And that was
3,000.
Yeah. My whole front room was full of boxes that we'd collected. People have been sending to me, or we'd buy. I just bought 350 yesterday on eBay for Halloween. The little ones in the packages.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But people have been so giving for this. I mean, they'll call me or they'll email me and say, "Hey, I have 50." My daughter had them. She wants to give them to you. We had a 9-year-old girl that knew a lady that lived next door to her that knew me, and she says, "I don't want him to know I did it." She gave us every one of her stuffed animals to give to the kids and to the elderly that need something.
If you have Beanie Babies, you want to help, Quarters for Kids is Bud's organization. They're at quartersforkids.com or on Facebook, Quarters for Kids. Now, they'll come pick them up. All right? Bud and his volunteers will pick. So if you, no matter where you live in KBI country, you've got 10 or 100 or 1,000 Beanie Babies you'd like to donate, just contact Quarters for Kids at quartersforkids.com, either Facebook or website, or 253-881-9590. 9590. Is that right? That's the right
Yes,
number?
sir.
Okay. 253-881-9590. Call them and say, we've got Beanie Babies. You got 10, they'll come. You got 50, they'll come. You got 500, they'll come and pick them up. Now, for instance, some of the organizations and people that are giving these Beanie Babies to, they give 100 to Sale Children's Hospital.
275.
275. Oh, well, Tony gave me the wrong number. Will you talk to him, please? I mean, come on.
Listen, I'm a technical guy, but the math.
How about 100 to the Evergreen Health Board over in
the
Corpus,
Beanie
Evergreen
Babies,
Hospital,
yep.
Beanie Babies. 100 to the Clare Bridge Alzheimer's Hospital in Puyallup.
Yep.
You've got 700 in the school district Tacoma to homeless kids and others, low-income kids. And you've got others as well. You've got 1,100 to the Bethel School District.
Yes.
Disadvantaged kids there. So you have distributed over 3,000 in the past 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And you want to distribute more.
Yeah.
Like thousands.
Well, if you get, I'd like to tell you about. We started a program. Matter of fact, would you give him this? This is a gift to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
But you need to see who it is.
The USS Ronald Reagan, my president.
Exactly.
That's right.
Seeing that smile on your face.
Yeah, yeah.
This
goes on my desk.
This is what we do.
Cool. Thank you.
We will mail these all around the United States. If you know somebody that's lost a companion who's down and needs a hug, anything, you go to Share the Love on Quarters for Kids. You let us know who they are. You just message us their address. We will mail one to them with that card that's in there that called the black card on the very back of it. You're on the back of it. That card goes with it.
What the card says is, quickly, this Beanie Baby has traveled a long way to be with you, and it hopes it can cheer you up. In exchange, it would like you to give it a good home. All it needs is lots of love. Hold it when you're scared or feeling bad. With each hug, it will give you strength and comfort to help you through the bad times. We'll also be there to help you celebrate all the good times, too. Whatever your circumstances are, you are loved. One of these goes with each
Every Beanie Baby we
that's
send.
passed out. So the kids, the homeless kids, the low-income kids, the kids in the hospitals are getting this card along with the
They will
Beanie
get
Baby.
this card, and when we we can mail one to a lady in Washington D.C. who's just lost her husband with that card and a Beanie Baby to show that somebody loves them.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, can we, Bud, can you also share about not just the kids, but an example of giving it to an elder as well?
Well, when we started doing this with the kids, my wife has been a big helper. She was telling me the story, which really set me back on my heels. Her mom had Alzheimer's, and I knew her mom. But 2 years before she died, my wife gave her a teddy bear. She lived in Minnesota in the Clare Bridge Hospital. Mm-hmm. And she carried that teddy bear with her all the time. Even when my wife would go see her, she always thought our daughter was Beth. When she died in the middle of the night, she was holding on to that teddy bear. There was nobody in the room. It was dark. And my wife took a lot of comfort knowing that she was holding on to something when she passed, and it was something she gave her. And that's what started it, to where we give them to the elderly and there's shows because I go into them a lot of time and I give speeches and talks, and you'll see them sitting out there in the front waiting area, and there's nobody there, and it's just to be able to give somebody something and not ask for anything in return.
Right.
It's the greatest gift in the world.
That's right.
I've recently had experience with nursing homes and extended care facilities, and I can tell you there are a lot of lonely older people out there who have no families and no friends, no one to come see them, or they come very rarely. So I would think this would help someone like that as well.
Oh, definitely.
That somebody's thinking about them.
That's
Definitely,
right.
and we're trying to hit all of them. We've been reaching out to Clare Bridge because a lot of them had a pet growing up, and not to have one now and to be alone.
Right.
I just, I hope when it's my time or somebody else's, the comfort of something so small
Can make such a
can
big.
make all the difference.
Yeah.
And like we said, somebody asked me one time, well, you're the name of your company, Chorus for Kids. We're all kids. We always have been.
Yeah. Well, a lot of us never grow up.
That's right. That's right.
I never grew up.
That's right.
I may be an old man, but I'm a 14-year-old at heart.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Just ask people how to act around here. All right, listen, this is a really good cause. I want you folks to gather up and help. They're collecting Beanie Babies, Quarters for Kids, and again, everybody's a kid. They're gathering Beanie Babies for homeless kids, for kids at Children's Hospital and in hospitals, for anybody who really needs one and wants one. You can go to the website Quarters for Kids, just like quarter, like a 25-cent piece, a quarter, quartersforkids.com, or check out their Facebook page at Quarters for Kids. If you contact them, if you got some Beanie Babies, look around the house, you got some collecting dust, you don't really want them anymore, or you have reason you got to downsize, then give them the Quarters for Kids. Don't take them somewhere else, because they're going to use them to bring a smile and joy into somebody's life at somewhere along the line. They've had 3,000 distributed in the past 6 weeks. Let's help them just distribute more. So contact Quarters for Kids at quartersforkids.com, Facebook Quarters for Kids, or you can call 253-881-9590. That's 253-881-9590. They'll pick them up, and they'll find a good home for them, and you'll bring a smile to somebody's face and some joy in somebody's life, which, after all, isn't that what we're here for, but to serve people.
Absolutely.
Do that.
Absolutely.
Right. Quartersforkids.com, Quarters for Kids on Facebook, 253-881-9590. If you've got 2 or 2,000, anywhere in between, call Bud and his folks. They'll pick them up. Bud, thank you for what you do.
Hello.
Thank you for this. This goes on my desk. Very special place. This was a very special man in my life. I actually got to meet him twice, and it would be a
I know, and I've been holding on that for you for a while.
Well, thank you, Bud. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, so much. It's coming up. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got more for you. Don't go away.
Good job.